Welcome to Let's Curate's webcast series. Our third international jewelry exhibition, Culture Capture, is now live. This year, our objective is to present designers who use their unique backgrounds and customs to weave their own stories through their jewelry. Today, we're presenting not one, but two amazing designers who also happen to be siblings. Spanish creators Itxaso and Eneko, founders of Ancora Joyas, create bold and avant-garde pieces in a fascinating way without sketches or blueprints. Challenging traditional concepts, they craft each piece in their workshop as self-expressing tools. Here they are to talk more about their collection for our exhibition. And welcome, and great to have you both with us. I really am so honored to present your collection at Culture Capture. I cannot think of a better duo to kind of kickstart the webcast series. Tell us a little bit about yourselves before we get into showing the audience your fabulous creations.
First of all, thank you for this interview, Meghna, and for the opportunity to showcase our jewelry in the exhibition. We will try to do our best. Our English isn't perfect, but we will try. We are Eneko and Itxaso, the siblings behind Encoda Jewelry. We are from Basque Country in Spain, in the north, a beautiful place with a lot of culture and nature. I started making jewelry about 7 years ago, more or less, teaching myself every time. It's one of my lovings, teaching myself. I've always been very creative, and I need to create everything with my hands. So that's when I met jewelry. I fell totally in love with it. After years of learning and practicing, that's when I decided to join with my sister to create a stronger brand together.
My story is a bit different. I study business. At first, nothing to do with jewelry, but I've always loved fashion. And after working for a few years, I decided to team up with my brother because I really love his creation. And my job is just to show the world his jewelry.
So, there's always something that when we're kids, there's so many things you pursue. There's sports, there's academics, there's something sometimes people get interested in science. What about jewelry making was fascinating for you in particular?
The most I love from jewelry is the opportunity to create lots of things in miniature. My head is always full of different ideas, and jewelry makes me the opportunity or gives me the opportunity to materialize all those ideas. I discovered also gemstones and minerals, and I fell totally in love with them. I started collecting my own ones and learning about them, and after that I started making some pendants with aluminium and some other metals, but I have to step forward, and that's when I started making them in silver, all with my hands, and it's a constant challenge of creating something. I'm totally in love with jewelry.
I always love jewelry. Since I was a little kid, I was always wearing pendants and rings. And after learning about the process and his work, I take part of the creative process. So when Eneko started working with wax to create the pieces, he asked me for my inputs in shapes and styles, and together we imagine the final piece. It's like we really love the creative process between us.
It's amazing. So it's also have, siblings in particular, whenever two people work together, it is, you bring to the table different ideas and different personalities. And you are siblings. I have two children and I know how siblings are. So it's interesting that you have harmony and, you can converge in terms of the design that you finally present, are there any specific design rules that you follow before you think of a concept?
For us, there are no like strict rules in creation. It's just about being creative and taking the material and push it to its limits.
As a creative mind, I am a little strict with my ideas, but I learned to hear my sister because she gives me great ideas or ways to introduce some shapes or things in jewelry. But I have a lot of inspiration in my head, and I think unconsciously draw from itself, from my mind directly into the wax, molding them. I play with the wax, stitching, twisting, adding textures. It's like a playground for me, really. I combine the pieces and then I show to Itxaso to hear her thoughts about the shapes, and then we go.
It's like I can understand his vision. I understand what he's thinking about when he starts working. So I help balance taking all those crazy and wild ideas he has in his mind because there are a lot of ideas inside, and I balance that with pieces that breaks the rules but still works. It's like the storm and the calm.
That's a beautiful way of putting it, and I think it's a great partnership, and it's nice to have, since you're siblings. I think there is an added comfort and familiarity when you say you understand the ideas. It's very difficult otherwise to know when someone is trying to explain something, especially when creative people, they have it in their head but it's difficult to translate it. I think you guys are a dynamic duo in the sense that you completely understand, and you can, like you're saying, calm it down, and you can also cause the chaos and the storm and then bring it together. And I want our viewers to know what we mean by the storm and the calm, because you have created such an exceptional collection for the exhibition. I have some pieces here, and I know they've spoken about shapes a lot, and here's an example. This is a pendant, but this is one of the pieces that they have. This is part of a pendant that they have created. This is one of an absolutely bold. This is almost fit for royalty. I feel anyone who wears this will feel like a king or a queen or a warrior, which is incredible. So this is, when they're speaking about shapes, I'm trying to explain to the listeners. This is what I mean by pushing the boundaries. It is wild, but it is a special kind of wild. So I hope the viewers get a sense of what they mean and what's in store when they talk about shapes and pushing boundaries with creativity. Can you tell us a little more about these pieces that you've created specifically for Culture Capture?
We have clear that we wanted to create pieces with great impact. Gems, and their power are important to us. So we wanted that the gems had to be the center of the pieces, but the shapes that embrace the gems have to be flow, or have to have great flow,
Yeah,
but also great power to the vision.
absolutely. It is flowing. It's really like a wild piece, and then there's the gem that brings it all together. But it's such a visual beauty, because wherever your eyes go, it's very thrilling to see this, and it's even more thrilling when you wear it. I mean, you're right, impactful is the right word for this. And these pieces will be available at our stores, so we really welcome everyone to come by and see this collection during the 2 months that we will showcase them. This is such an exciting partnership between the two of you, and I'm curious to know, do you plan for the future, or do you kind of go with the flow? You just wake up one morning and you say, today I'm going to make something new. How do you work?
It's between what you said. It's more like flowing and see what is going to happen during the day, because his days are crazy.
Right.
And we just want to keep creating with freedom, and we really want to build a brand that is recognizable and unique. And it's like we are really into our project. We are like, it's our way of living.
Some months ago, it was unthinkable for us to be shown in great publications or styling
And the magazine.
magazines, and here we are, and that's all thanks to you and your group. And well, we will keep pushing, looking forward that's coming.
Wonderful. And Cura Joyas is here to stay. I know it. I will not let go of you guys because I'm like I said, I really do mean it from my heart. When I started the platform, I wanted to showcase unique talent from around the world, and you hit the jackpot in that sense, because this is exactly what I want my brand to present. And I think it's such a visionary idea to come up with the way you create your shapes and the way you go about the process. It is our honor completely to have you join us in our network. I want our viewers and listeners to know that Culture Capture will go on until December 25th. And we hope you all enjoy and purchase these one-of-a-kind masterpieces. For more updates, follow us on Instagram at @lets_curate, and happy curating, everyone.